All right, everyone, here we go with the monthly Zodiac Fly-Through for December 2025. Let's cut the deck. Let's get the theme energy here. We're just going to break the Soulmate side. We already did the overview reading. Now we're just going to break it up into 12 pieces. You know, I'm going to do it like the weekly reading. Just 12 pieces, one little pull for each sign. Take it as it resonates with you. I'm not your astrologer. This ain't your horoscope. But I'll tell you what, I got the World card as the overall energy here and 9 swords. Somebody's doing something they're nervous about. Somebody's taking brave action here, right? Moving into a new cycle right now. One that kind of blocks anxieties a little bit. It's a little bit of that. It is. It's kind of a beta blocker energy in a way, I suppose. It kind of is. Somebody's taking bold action here. Maybe somebody who hasn't. You'll be taking some too, I imagine. I think I wrote about that in my December write-up. I said it's a fiery, brave month, but very positive. Still, I got the most positive, most auspicious energy I can pull. That's very good. It's a very positive energy. I don't have a devil here or something. All right, let's go. It's a general reading. I'm going to shuffle the deck. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in, here you found Steve Love Tarot. You're here for a reason. Make sure you watch the overview reading, right? Make sure you read my monthly write-up. I'm not a fucking time lord, so this might play out in February for some of you, for all I fucking know. But it is a monthly time period. All right. Normally we just do a week here. Now we're doing a month. In this one instance. All right, let's see where we go. We'll get back to the weekly reading next week. Here we go. Let's see where we're at here. Our story begins with Aries, position 1, ends with Pisces, position 12. Just like the Friday reading, there's no timestamps here because I'm not your astrologer. This ain't your fucking horoscope. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate. Overall energy, Queen of Pentacles. Aries, position 1. 6 of Swords. I can't escape this card in my offline readings, I'll tell you what. It's most closely related to this. We'll clarify. But I've got... somebody's thinking it's going to be too easy. Somebody's glazing over the details. You know what I'm saying? They're just, I don't know. They're speed reading the situation a little bit, missing the finer points of what the issue might be. Let's see. 6 of Swords here in December. Our story begins with 6 swords. Well, we do have an opportunity to smooth things out. We know that. You know. That's a given, I suppose. It's crossed by 3 cups. 6 swords. 6 pentacles and 6 swords. Yeah, it's just the same thing. It's somebody thinks it's going to be real easy. Just it's a little too much of that energy that's putting the anxiety away. The World is a very powerful card, far more powerful than the 9 swords. You know, again, there's a barrier between this here. Somebody's a little overconfident. But I think you got a shot at some communication and straightening something out with somebody in December. But they're a little overconfident that it's going to be a piece of cake. And again, like I said in the overview reading, that Emperor doesn't want to talk about those 8 broken cups. You know, and I think you'd be wise to bring that up at some point. You might want to ease into it. All right. Let's see here. Taurus, position 2. 2 of Wands. Well, somebody certainly set the intention to come talk to you. You're on their mind. They got a plan. They got an idea in their head. We'll put it that way. I don't know what kind of a plan it is, but they got an idea in their head. Like a child holding a couple of sticks. I got something I'm going to do. Okay. All right. This reminds me of some of the plans and ideas that Flem the Parrot gets. You know, they usually don't end well. For something on a shelf, or he likes to chuck stuff up off the counter. I don't know what that's about. Let's see where we go. But for him, he seems to enjoy it. I don't know if what I'm saying is I'm not sure if their idea of what they think this is a good idea. I'm not sure you do. Right? But whatever it is, they're coming. Knight of Swords, bringing a message if somebody's going to come tell you something. They want to change things. They want to make something right. The intentions are good here. I feel like if I pair it with this energy, I don't think they're taking a long view here by any means. There's more. We got 8 broken cups somewhere. What's on top? Five pentacles. Yeah. It's sort of like they're just doing it because. They're doing it because they feel left out. They feel out in the cold. They feel lonely. This is a very common. Look, I'm talking about the month of December. We're talking about Christmas and the holidays of all kinds flowing through it. New Year's Eve, all that kind of stuff. People feel lonely. And when they do crazy things. If you're lonely, you'll call up people you vowed you'd never speak to again. You know, it is that kind of thing. Why is that here? And the King of Wands. Yeah. Again, somebody here just doesn't like the way they feel. They like to feel in control. They like to feel cool. They want it their way. Their way is not cold. Their way is warm. The warmth is over by you. So they're going to say whatever they need to say to change this right here. Keep that in mind. They're going to say whatever they need to say. And that's one of my problems with the King of Wands. And again, it's another topic that came up in the overview reading. It's not surprising, right? So, you know, I mean, if I were doing my normal zodiac fly-through where was one reading for each sign, the reading would be about somebody who's going to say what they need to say. You know, whatever it is. To get in your pants, to do whatever. To come in from out of the cold. You know that now, so you're not going to fall for it as much, right? Whatever it is, let's just do it. Yeah, Ace of Wands. They want a new beginning. But nothing lasting comes of that. First wind comes and blows that right out. Gemini, position 3. Ace of Swords. I think you figure something out here. I think you spot a pattern. Your energy seems to be attached to that. I think you spot a pattern. Spot the pattern between you and whoever this is. That's what I think. See if I'm right. Well, look at that. See? You saw it. It flew out of the deck. Right? I stopped shuffling. The Hangman. You figure something out. When you're sitting on the fence, you can see both sides. You know, you get a lofty perspective in the Hangman. That's one of its benefits. We don't often do that a lot of times. In fact, society is very polarized because it just stays on the ground. You got one group that just does one thing, watches one thing, gets things from one source, and one group that gets things from another source. You got all the people that need to hear what they need to hear, and nobody's hearing it because they're watching the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing. Same thing here. You haven't been paying attention or something. Something slipped your mind about this particular connection. Because you've been continually looking in one direction. Now you see in both directions, you figure out this thing is going somewhere, then it's not. It's going somewhere, then it's not. Net, it's not going anywhere. Right? You just become unpolarized. All right, how about that? Why is that here? The Ten of Wands. I don't think you like it. I don't think it's particularly great, but it does allow you to move forward. It does allow you to make plans. I think a connection that you have that you had a lot of hope for, you just suddenly realize in December it's not fucking going anywhere. And it's holding you back and it's weighing you down and you're turning down dates because Ramona over here might call you or whatever, or Ron or whatever. You know, I think you finally see that it's a chariot with broken wheels. All right. Bridging energy is the moon. You see what's been hidden, right? It's bookending the Ace of Swords, the epiphany, the truth that comes through. That's part of it. You see what's been hidden from the lofty perspective. Something is giving you a lofty perspective. I suspect you get a little boost in frequency this month. And that allows you, from the Hangman tree, to see some things you didn't see before. Good for you. I see it as a positive. I see it terrific. Finally get to investigate and take a look around at some things you never noticed. It's always nice. Cancer, position 4, the hot spot of the connection cycle. Always something here for everybody. The all signs position, it bookends over here though. The High Priestess. It's what I said. What did I say over here? I said somebody's missing the point. Then they're glazing over the whole thing. They're glazing over the problems. They're glazing over the whatever. They're carpet sweeping. Somebody carpet sweeping. It's this person's tendency to do it. I don't know if your job is to rip the carpet out or not. Let's find out. The High Priestess, why is that here? I don't know. But that's the perfect card to go with all that. Right? Oh, we don't want to talk about that. Let's just keep going. Okay. Why is the High Priestess here? Inevitably, this is my 4th soulmate cycle that I'm studying since I've been alive. I've studied other ones that existed before me because the energy's still there. But it gets really real when you're alive for it. You know, you're here for it. Inevitably, in these soulmate cycles, just past the halfway point, which we're at now with this particular one, this kind of shit happens, where we get the DM side or whichever side is the runner, because they flip flop from soulmate cycle to soulmate cycle. But you get the runner side that wants to let bygones be bygones. They're ready to talk. They're ready to negotiate, but it's always on their terms. It's always, you know. It's the 5 of Wands here. Yeah, somebody doesn't want to fight. No. Somebody's suppressing the issues that need to be addressed as nonsense. They're passing off the issues that you two need to talk about as fake news, fake issues. It's nonsense. No, we don't need to talk about that. That's nonsense. It's not nonsense. This person calling it nonsense makes it very much sense, right? All right. So that's where we go. That's what we got here. We got somebody trying to brush it off. 5 of Wands, it's meaningless, it's bullshit. It's fire-breathing dragons, and they want to sweep it under the carpet as fast as possible. Because if you start talking about this, they know damn well it's not fucking nonsense. What's on top? The 8 of Wands. They don't want to talk about it. What did I say? They just want to push forward. Why is that here? The 4 of Cups. Again, they're not interested in talking about it. They just want to push forward. It just keeps coming up the same way. All right? It is what it is. Take it for what it's worth to you here. But this is, you need to talk. You can give them their way if you want. But eventually this issue, whatever it is, between you two needs to be addressed. This happens all the time in the soulmate cycle, just past the halfway point, where they just want to glaze over stuff. They dismiss it as nonsense. And you're supposed to just believe that. Okay. Cool. All right. Position 5. Leo soap opera. I wrote this one down yesterday in the Friday reading. Somebody was thinking about making a move secretly towards you. The 4 of Pentacles here. So, it's fear, but I think they're afraid they're going to get caught. We'll see. Why is the 4 of Pentacles here? Tell me about it. The Ace of Swords. Yeah. It's a reconciliation energy. Why is that there? I think it's a big risk. I'll put it this way. Feels to me like it's a big risk for this person to come towards you and not tell somebody. There's somebody attached to this person that's in the toxic situation in the Leo soap opera that knows about you. They would not like their person talking to you. I'm just going with this sort of flow of energy. Take it as it resonates. Twist up the characters if you want to. But that's the basic idea. Let's say you got a person, they're married to a toxic asshole. The toxic asshole knows who you are. It's risky for this person to come towards you because the toxic asshole doesn't want them to come toward you. Right? And in fact, they may even spend a lot of time bad-mouthing you to the toxic asshole to shore things up at home, kind of go along to get along, kind of a thing. Anyway, this person's realized here that they're going to take this risk and they're not even sure whether you're on board or not. You may not even be. They're afraid you're not going to want to reconcile or come back together or hang out or talk to them. They're not even sure you'll talk to them in some cases. It's on top. A Strength card. Why is that here? The 10 of Pentacles. They're afraid you got somebody else going on. Yeah. They're afraid you found another love. They're gonna make a fool of themselves if they tell you how they feel. If you're still available and you're still part of this Leo soap opera, I would find some way on social media to make sure this person knows you haven't remarried or found somebody or whatever it is. They're very worried that you're in another relationship and you got something going on. It is what it is. That your situation's all set. Their situation's definitely not all set. They're trying to sneak away. They're just, as they think about it, they go, gosh, is this a good idea? Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'll pull you a Leo soap opera sometime soon. Maybe. That's heavy energy there. I can dig that. Virgo, position 6. Sometimes my wild card. Sometimes you guys show up. You had the Tower yesterday. I wrote it down. 7 Cups. There's an option that's going to become available to you, and if you blink, you'll miss it. I'm just going to say it straight up. I'm not going to give you any analogies or anything. I'll say it one more time while I'm shuffling for the clarifiers. This is you guys showing up here. There's an option coming up for you. If you blink, you'll miss it. I told you yesterday to keep your scanners peeled. Keep your scanners peeled. Definitely did. Yep, Flem the Parrot thought that was funny. He chuckled. He a Pisces, you know. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. Very intuitive little critter. All right, let's go. Look at that. He's just trying to kiss my ass to get some leftover Thanksgiving dinner. That could be it, too. You never know. 6 of Wands. 3, yeah. 3 6 of Wands, right? There's 18 Wands here. 6 of Wands, yeah. Something very good, an option very good is about to present itself to you. You're about to have a big victory here. And you could totally miss it because it's only one out of these 7. What's on top? 7 of Pentacles. Something's lining up just right for you. The stars are lining up. It's your time to shine. The Knight of Cups. It's like, you know, this just cracks me up. I love this energy. I love things like this. Is like what movies of the week are made of, right? The person of you work in a retail store. The person of your dreams comes in on your day off. You know, I mean, it's like and it wasn't your day off. You just took it because you felt you didn't feel like going in that day, so you faked being sick at home. I can't come in today, and you fucked up. You just totally. That person's never going to be back in town again. And they're certainly not going to be in your rinky-dink little store, right? Again, something fantastic this month could happen for you. Just keep your scanners peeled. And don't do anything too out of the ordinary, like calling sick, even faking it, kind of a thing. That'll be the day. That'll be the day it happens. You know, that kind of thing. Telling you, do what you want to do, but it came up big time yesterday, too. Universe was adamant about that. Something very good's about to happen. But it is rooted pretty much all in minor arcana, except for the court card here, which means it's up to your free will. You got to pay attention. Position 7. It's quite a month, let me tell you. Position 7, Libra. The King of Cups. Somebody loves you, but hell if they'll tell you. Okay. Oh, I know you want me to say somebody's going to reveal their feelings for you. I know. That'd be good. That's tarot ratings right there. You know, that's great. That word spreads around the internet. Yeah, he said in one of the positions, he said somebody's going to share their feelings. Oh, they come in here. They flock in here. Right? They flock in. Now, somebody loves you, but hell if they're going to tell you. King of Cups. You'll have to pry it out of them. All right. I think you will. Well, we'll see. Let's clarify it. Temperance. Patience. Patience. The energy around this is patience. You're right. You already know this. It's Archangel Michael. Your energy's around this. So I could just take it as it resonates. I'll just riff on the energy. You already know how this person feels. They're not. You got to just wait. You got to be patient. And they'll tell you. They'll tell you when the energy's right and the timing is right. I was wrong a second ago. I don't think you should pry it out of them. I think the universe could just corrected me and said, okay, what's on top? 3 Cups. Somebody wants to take you out. Somebody has deep emotions for you. Sweet emotions, right? I mean, it could be Aerosmith. I don't know. But either way, somebody loves you very, very much. But they're not ready to tell you yet. Page of Pentacles, they're not there yet. You'll learn about this in due time. Right now, they're just dreaming about it, thinking about it. I'll tell you what. Right now, they might even be suffering from a broken heart, or they might be afraid they're going to get a broken heart. Don't let this break your heart. Just have some patience. Somebody's hurting too much right now. All right? They got to get over something first. If this is a friend that you have feelings for and they're suffering a breakup, right? And you think now's the time to make your move, no, it isn't. You don't want to be the rebound with this person. Careful about being somebody's rebound. All right. Position 8, Scorpio. My hot Scorpios. What was yours yesterday? Do I remember? 4 cups. Oh, somebody's your 4 cups, wasn't it? Something like that. Somebody's not impressed with you or thinks differently of you. Then yeah, the Queen of Swords. You're about to get a cold, hard truth from somebody. You're about to get a cold, hard truth from somebody this month. Ouch. Are you okay? Wow. All right. It's fine. Let's go. Queen of Swords. Why is that here? Ouch. Remember, I'm not your astrologer. This ain't your fucking horoscope. 9 out of the 12 should resonate. If it resonates, it's for you. It's what it is. It's just numbers 1 through 12. We're just splitting the soulmate cycle in 12 pieces. That's all. You're all part of the cycle. You're all honorary Cancerians in this cycle, so that's for everybody. Let's go. Queen of Swords. Yes. Somebody definitely does not want to talk about the elephant in the room. You're about to get a cold, hard truth, and it's going to blow your fucking top off. Okay? It's going to blow your mind. Changes everything. My God. You know, I think somebody rips you a new one. I do. I think somebody... What's going on? It's karma, but is it yours or theirs? I don't know. What's on top? The 9 of Cups. Huh. Why is that here? The Wheel of Fortune. And what's the bridge? The 10 Swords. Yeah, I'm right. I was confused because I know my energy read was right. I said, I think somebody's about to rip your head off. Take your fucking head off. And I'm right. It bookends, the 10 Swords bookends. This changes everything. But in the end, the universe is saying it's making this person happy to say this, but it does sort of, for you, it's a bit melancholy. It's like, well, I guess we can't be friends anymore. You know, that kind of a thing. That's the way it reads, you know. It changes everything for the better for you. Your energy's attached to all this too. It's your pull. So it may feel like this, you know, this is what's happening. This is why this card came out. It's like, no, it's not all roses and rainbows, but it actually works out good for you in the end. So don't worry about it, okay? All right. It's fine. Anybody holding on to that, how fake did they have to be? Right? Holding on to that kind of shit, how fake were they be? You don't want that. You don't need that kind of fake in your life. It's fine. I'd rather hear how somebody really feels and say, okay, well then get the fuck out of my life than have some phony walking around me pretending all the time. I mean, come on. You don't want that. I don't know who this is. I don't think it's somebody you're banging. I think it's like a friend or a family member that you have to kick to the curb, maybe. I mean, you'd be wise to do so anyway. I don't know. It doesn't feel lovey-dovey to me. It feels like a friend. All right? I'll just tell you what I feel. Take it as it resonates. Anyway, Sagittarius, position 9. Sometimes separate from the cycle, sometimes part of it. Always very interesting. 2 of Pentacles. Wow. Let me shuffle on it. You had the most confusing card yesterday. You really did. It was crazy. I'm reading a 5 of Cups like a 4 of Cups and blending with 4 cups and whatever. I can dig it. But I think it makes a little more sense now. I get it. Somebody attached to you is going to force your hand into making a decision. It's a big decision. It's one you'd rather have more time to think about. They're going to force your hand into making it. I don't think you'll make a bad decision. I don't think you can go wrong either way. So try not to worry about it too much. But try to consider it might come in the form of an ultimatum. Maybe try to consider the people that do that to you. You know, a little bit. I don't know. Let's see. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Tell me about it. The Empress. Yeah, it's a little bit of that. I say this to you a lot, and I don't like to. It's one of those energies where somebody's doing, well, I don't know if I say this to you a lot or is it somebody else. Somebody's doing something that they say is for your own good. I don't like people making decisions about what's for my own good, speaking personally. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit of that. Okay? So I feel like you're forced into doing something, going one way, going down a certain route because somebody else made a decision on your behalf for your own good. Okay? That's the way it reads. See? Two of Swords. You might have done something different, right? You feel blindsided by this. You're like, wait, what? I would have gone left. You know? You went right. Why is that here? A Death card. It is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. There's only one way to go here. All right? It's starting anew. It's not the choice you would have made, but it's a choice you have to make. All right? Can we put it that way? And here we go. Bridging energies and Seven of Cups. Proof of what I'm saying. All right? You might have chosen something different. Somebody else. You might have chosen that cup. Somebody else chose that one, and now you're stuck with their decision. And they did it for your own good. It was for your good. Okay, thank you. Oh, I hate it when people fucking do that. All right. That's what that is. All right. That's fine. Okay. So you're getting this reading, so maybe you get ahead of it. Maybe if you could figure out what this decision is there somebody else that can decide something that ties you into being stuck? Whoever wins, whoever gets there first, try to get there first. You know what I'm saying? All right. Position 10, Capricorn. The Barn Owl. Page of Swords. Somebody's disappointed in you. You disappointed somebody. Oh, Capricorn. You're better than popcorn. In December, you disappointed someone. I don't remember what you had yesterday. Oops, sorry, I bumped the table. I don't remember what you had yesterday for your car. But it feels like this is someone who had a different opinion of you at some point. That's what it feels like. It feels like now they're disappointed in you. And you're like, your response to this might be, what the fuck? What are you talking about? I don't know. Let's see. Why is this here? I hope I'm wrong. Unfortunately, I'm not. It's crossed by the Five of Cups. You disappointed them. I don't know how or why. I'm sorry. Roles can be reversed. Maybe someone disappoints you and you have to change your opinion of them. I wish the fuck I remembered what you had for a card yesterday. But whatever it is, okay. Whatever. Take this for what it's worth. Here's your December read. All right? What's on top? The Eight of Pentacles. Why is that here? It could be a work thing. I don't think it's love. Well, I say that and then that, yeah. You didn't notice that they loved you. You didn't notice they had feelings for you. You cast off their feelings as nothing. You ignored their feelings. I'm riffing on the energy. Take what resonates. Okay? You were busy doing other things. They loved you. You disappointed them. I don't know. I don't know what it is. You know? It's the kind of energy I get this around. Years ago, I used to pull on celebrities. You know, when I mixed in different circles here in LA. And sometimes they get this type of read. When someone writes in, back in the old days, people would write into them, would send fan letters and things like that. When they didn't respond, which they rarely did, or if they did, a secretary did. But when sometimes the certain fans took it the wrong way when they didn't respond, and it would be this, this person feels ignored by you, and you've disappointed them. Oh, it's not your fault. This is, again, I'll tell you what I think I told the Scorpio position 8 people. This to me sounds like it's their problem, not yours. Okay? So, whatever. Let's talk about position 11, my Aquarius position. My other wild card spot could be tied over here to Virgo. The Chariot. Oh, okay. All right. You got a new soul. It's not. Well, maybe. Well, because of the Knight of Cups, you got a new soulmate rolling in. You're about to fall in love again. It feels like a new soulmate. It could be an old one coming back. I don't know. It feels newer to me. All right. Again, it's tied to over here. It's you guys. You have a new soulmate coming in. It's tied to this Knight of Cups. I told you the touching story. You pretended to be sick and not go to work at your store that day. You were faking it. The universe fucking smacked you karmically for it by sending the person of your dreams who would have loved you forever into the store that day. Just traveling through town, just passing through. Bye now, gotta go. Oh, you missed it. Why? Because you pretended to be sick so you could stay home and hang out with your friend Janelle. Fucking Janelle. Fuck her. Right? I mean, at the end of the day, don't miss any days of work at that little convenience store. Okay. All right, here we go. The Chariot. Why is it here? It's just an analogy. All you got to do is catch my drift. Right? Don't second guess everything you do. Just do what you normally do. And if you're going to do something dastardly, like pretend to be sick and not go to work that day, understand that that might be a missed opportunity. Right? Save it for January. All right, here we go. The Chariot. Why is that here? Two of Pentacles. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I don't know. A devil. You'll know who this person is because you'll be instantly jammed up, tongue-tied. You won't know what to say. Seriously, you just won't even know what to say. It's love at first sight kind of energy. It's beautiful. It really is. It's like that. The Hermit. It's a deep soul connection. Deep. And Temperance. Wow. You won't want this energy to get away. This is, it's crossed by, it's the bridging energy is the Nine of Wands. There's a chance you'll miss it, so be careful. But it's a really, if it's there, even if you miss it just a little, you'll know it's there. You will see this person across a crowded room. You look at the sun, you can see it through the wall, right? Again, it's a very, very strong energy. It's very healing. It's very nice. I think it comes through a conversation you have with somebody that maybe initially you don't want to have. You might pass on it or want to give it a pass. But then once you start talking to this person, that's how the soul recognition happens here. Okay? It just sort of flows through. Wow. It's awesome. It's a good month. That's great. Let's see if there's anything else the universe want to give me on that. Hold on. Let me grab the light seer. All right. Anything else you want to give me on this? It says it is a monthly reading. So let's see. And this is you guys, and it is tied to this. Same kind of theme. You know. Anything else? We'll grab a fresh deck here. I see what the bottom card is. It's 9 wands. Look, see? 9 wands, 9 wands. You're initially, you don't want to talk to this person initially. King of Swords. But then when you do, it gets real good. The environmental energy is 4 wands. You know, it's sort of like you like this person instantly. It is sort of a love at first sight, and that gets your guard up. So it takes the talking with this person and the fact that you agree on so many things, all this truth, the King of Truth and Temperance, all of the fact that you agree and see eye to eye on so many things lowers your defenses. The environmental energy is 4 wands. This is somebody who could be in your life for the rest of it. Okay? I understand why you're defensive. That makes sense. You know, when we have that sort of, we got the devil involved here, you know, oh no. Defense is up. You know, you might be like that for a lot of people are like that. If they see somebody on a superficial note, they see someone really good looking. Their defenses goes, as soon as they like the person, their defenses go up, you know. In this case here, it takes talking to the person to see that they're for real. It's really nice. So don't get too defensive. You know, 9's at the end in tarot. It came up twice with 9 wands. So that's good. I would be more disappointed if I saw 7 wands here. That's you being very defensive and standoffish, right? Okay. Position 12, Pisces. Always read with 1 and 5. Speaking of 5, 5 of Swords. Oh, I don't know. I think in overall here, it's the end of our story, ties to the beginning. I think December is a bittersweet month for this position here. So if you identify with this position, if it resonates, it ends in kind of a bittersweet month. You've got, on one hand, you've got someone who returns, it feels like. And on the other hand, you feel like you didn't really get anything done with them. You feel like they either returned and they're all secret, you know, with like the position 5 energy, they're all secret, they can't stay long, they got to hurry up and leave. Or they show up and there's a lot you want to talk about that they just don't want to talk about. It feels like a victory, but it's a victory to a point. All right? So this is a mild 5 swords energy. It's a bittersweet energy. All right? So don't freak out when you see 5 swords and think, oh, self-sabotage. All this. No, it's a bittersweet victory. It's a victory to a point. It's crossed by the Empress. Yeah. I think empathy will serve you well. Yeah. You're surprised by this in some way. It is a victory, but it's limited. You didn't get to open up as much as you'd like to. It's what I said. I'm just getting I said it's a victory to a point. It's a victory, 6 of Wands, to a point. You didn't get to open up as much as you want. You didn't get to spend as much time as you want. Something didn't happen the way exactly how you wanted. Okay? It's fine. The Fool. Why is that here? The 7 of Swords. Bridge, the 2 of Wands. The advice is to move forward with this in some way. You got to take a leap of faith here. But if you allow yourself to dwell on the, well, I didn't get everything I wanted, I didn't get to open up, you'll probably shoot it down. Be careful about that. Okay? Be very careful about that. The advice here is to go ahead and make some plans. It is risky. It is risky, but as long as you know, right, the risks that are involved, the things you'd like to say, you get a feel for who this person is, it's okay to take that risk. It's a powerful soul connection. It will eventually even out. You're going to have a little patience here, that's all. A little patience will go a long way. It really will. But yeah, I can totally dig it. You're inclined not to take the leap of faith. You're inclined to say it's risky to do anything with this person. The cards say you should consider it, all right, at the very least. The energy flows that way as well. It'll back it up. Make your own decisions. Do what you want to do. It does eventually, as we go through, turn into a real victory. It is something. It is a nice, this person, whoever they are a nice match for you. Is it romantic? I don't know. Could be. I don't get any real heat here, but I do get, could be a new friend. You know, could be, I don't know. I don't think it's family. I think more of a, it could be. It could be family. If it's family, it's someone you've had a problem with, okay, and have wanted to fix it. You get to fix it, but not as much as you'd have liked. So you proceed ahead, but definitely with caution. It does work itself out eventually. All right. What else the universe want to tell you? Let's go ahead and add all this up. Give us the month of December. 3 cards and a bottom card, universe. Add it up. Add it up. Right? You're not going to call in the sick to work at any day this month now, are you? Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's all about that. You guys showed up here. I pulled extra cards on it. It's all about that. All right. Even this is that. You know, it might not go exactly how you have planned. So don't have anything planned. You're getting that information in advance, so you're not disappointed, right? You know, I mean, don't have any expectations for the outcome of things. Lovers, Three of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Like I said in my monthly write-up, like I said in the overview reading, like I've been saying, it's an incredibly, surprisingly, in spite of the year being up and down, a very positive, well, what's underneath that? Oh, Four of Wands. Jesus. Unreal. It's an incredibly positive month. This is incredible. I can paraphrase this for you. You get something brand new. You get a new love here. You get something you've been wanting. It's there. The energy for it is there. The energy creates an opportunity. You got to put in some legwork on your side. You know, in my joke analogy, by not pretending to be sick and calling into work, because that'll be the day the universe sends the Knight of Cups into your store. But whatever it is here, it's a month where a Knight of Cups is crossing you, moving in a new direction, starting a whole new life. You know, this is 2026 as a calendar year that we're moving into is a whole different animal. It's a mustard rhino, but it's a whole different animal from what we've been dealing with. Things are playing out very, very differently in the love arena. And this is something here, again, whoever this Knight of Cups is, they afford you the luxury of making new choices, new things. They bring bigger rewards your way. I think a lot of those rewards are karmic, all right? I'm going to see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you because it's a monthly read rather than just a weekly. So let's see. Let's throw a couple cards on the Three of Wands here because it's crossed by this Knight of Cups. And he's crossed by this Four of Wands, which leads to a Ten of Pentacles, right? Brand new one. Definitely new, we know that. Let's see. Throw a couple cards on the Three of Wands. What do we get? One card, a crossing card on that Three of Wands. That's it. Won't let me shuffle no more. Wow. Two of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles. Things are just lining up for you. Everything is just, look at this. Everything is just right. Hidden energies. I mean, the universe is talking here. You're watching it talk. I mean, how did I even get this out of the deck? Some sort of finger flick? 1 in a million shot? Hidden energies, right, are creating the perfect environment, the perfect energetic storm, the divine timing, however you want to phrase it, for new plans to be made. And these plans go from the Two of Wands straight to the Three of Wands. This energy shows up at just the right time to make just the right thing. Everything is just clicking. It's just lining up for you. Don't go against the flow. Just allow this month to flow along. Just enjoy the ride. That's all you got to do. And I think I even said that at some point in my monthly write-up. Just enjoy the ride. These are hidden energies that are working in the background. All right, you'll see them from time to time by accident, you know. A little bit, they're not completely hidden, but for the most part, they're working behind the scenes. You got like little energy elves working behind the scenes to make sure that everything goes good for you. All right, don't get in their way. And and one of the key ways you can not get in their way is by not having any expectations for outcomes, as always. All right, that's your reading. Good luck.